Good afternoon. It's Monday, January 15, 2024. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this afternoon, Supreme Court reserves judgment in River State governorship election case. River State House of Assembly to screen 9 resigned commissioners. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike replies his detractors. Family of slain Mboshimini CDC chairman demand justice. On the foreign scene, Zambian health authorities implement funeral ban as cholera outbreak worsens. I am Ifechukwu Moyeli with the news. The date for judgment for the case brought by the APC governorship candidate in River State, Tonyako, at the Supreme Court will be announced in the coming days. This is as the Supreme Court hearing started this morning in Mr. Cole's petition brought against INEC, Governor Siminalayi Fubara, and the PDP. Mr. Cole had approached the Apex Court insisting that PDP's Mr. Fubara did not resign as Accountant General of the state and acted as Accountant General exceeding the stipulated time as provided by the Constitution and Electoral Act before the election. The APC candidate also argued that Mr. Fubara was not qualified to contest or even be declared winner of the election. Now, the appeal court sitting in Lagos State had dismissed the petition and affirmed the election of Siminalayi Fubara as the governor of River State. Moving on, the River State House Assembly is said to be inviting 9 of the recently resigned commissioners for screening this week. This is contained in a statement forwarded to our correspondent by lawmaker Enemy George, who speaks for the Martin Amihule-led lawmakers. The statement signed by Meka Amadi as the clerk of the House lists the commissioner nominees for screening and confirmation to include Zakia Sadango, Jacob Mbina, Gift Nwolo Inimechiwenwo Agoma, Chukwuemeka Nwoke. Others are Chinedu Mom, George Kelly Alabo, Isaac Kamalo, and Austin Ben Chioma. The statement said the nominees are to appear before Martin Amihule-led House of Assembly on Wednesday. The lawmakers said they were nominated by the governor. The Minister of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has told his detractors that their efforts to bring him down will be unsuccessful, emphasizing that past attempts to undermine him also failed. He spoke at an event in Omoko over the weekend. In the meantime, River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says he desires that his government be remembered for its positive impact on the people. Governor Fubara said this during a church service to mark this year's Armed Forces Remembrance Day on Sunday.
For we, as a government, we will continue to give our support, not just to the fallen heroes that we are doing, but also those ones that are alive, because they also need to continue to defend the integrity of our country.
Meanwhile, the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Amihule, was absent at the wreath-laying ceremony at the Armed Forces Remembrance Day event. The event was held at the Isaac Borough Park, Port Harcourt. Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Odu, the State Chief Judge Chibozo Amadi, service commanders, and the chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council, Sergeant Awuse, attended the event. Governor Fubara also inspected the Guard of Honor and release of pigeon, which symbolizes unity, peace, and progress for the state. No official reason was given for the absence of the speaker. In other news, Port Harcourt residents are backing calls by the civil society organizations for an INEC election to fill the vacant seat in the River State Assembly. Recall that the River State Civil Society Organization had vowed to stage a peaceful protest on 16th January to pressure INEC to conduct an election to fill the vacant seat in the River State Assembly. Those who spoke to our correspondent called for a swift election.
I want to commend them for taking the bull by the horn to go for this protest to remind the relevant authorities that our constitution supersedes any other power that claims that he owns this state. And we must hold the tenet of democracy in Nigeria. We, the good people of River State, will stand and make sure that this election will be conducted by INEC so that we will be fully represented in our various constituencies in the House of Assembly.
I feel everybody should allow peace reign. They should let peace reign. The governor is only trying to bring peace to the state. Everybody should work in that line and in that mind to restore peace to River State.
Still to come, police investigates killing of CDC chairman in Mboshimini community. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back. Now the rest of the news. Police say they are investigating the killing of Ndidi Livingston, the Community Development Committee chairman of the Mbushimini community in the Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State. The spokesperson of the command, SP Grace Iringekoko, made this known in a short voice message recorded on Saturday. An identified gunman shot and killed Mr. Livingston. His brother, Godpower Livingston, spoke to our correspondent.
I was in the house. I heard that my brother has been shot. They saw them with Highlander Jeep. He said they were looking for someone with police uniform. They were trying to push my brother inside the vehicle. After I opened the vehicle, they saw someone inside the vehicle and he came out. They were struggling with him to kill him. They tried to put inside his shoes. They finally shot him at his head and shot his stomach. My call is that the law enforcement agency, police, army and navy should try and see what they can do towards this death of my brother.
Now, this is not the first time gunmen have killed prominent members of the Mbushimini community. In 2017, a prominent chief in the community, Mini Kuchuku, was killed. In 2019, Monakwe Benson was also killed, including one Philip Alibo. Meanwhile, police say they have police say they have killed a notorious armed robber and gang leader, Silas Odereke, popularly known as General Odereke, in Odereke community, Ahoda West local government area of Rivers State. A statement by the police spokesperson in the state said the gang leader had been evading arrest for the past 4 years and was killed after he opened fire on the police when they responded to a distress call over the destruction of the property of late Eze Robinson O. Robinson. The statement said General Odereke and his gang were known for armed robbery, land grabbing, unauthorized sales of buildings, and attacks on those who dared to oppose them. SP Iringekoko also said two other cult leaders, Danger Boy and two men who frequently collaborated with Odereke, escaped during the operation. She said a G3 rifle and ammunition were recovered from the gang's hideout. And now the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, says registration for 2024-2025 Universal Tertiary Matriculation Examinations, UTME, will begin today and end 24th February 2024. President Bola Tinubu is expected to attend the second swearing-in ceremony of Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, which is set to take place today at the Dan Anyam Stadium in Owerri. And now to business. About 7 major oil marketers have registered with the Dangote Petroleum Refinery to distribute refined petroleum product from the plant. The 7 marketers include 11 PLC, Corn Oil PLC, Ardova PLC, MRS Oil Nigeria PLC, OVH Energy Marketing Limited, Total Nigeria PLC, and NMPC Retail. On Friday, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery announced that it had started producing diesel and aviation fuel. In entertainment, Nigerian singer Divine Ikubo, known as Rema, has vowed to win the Grammys this year, despite not being nominated at the 2024 Grammys. Rema, during his visit to billionaire businessman Tony Elumelu in Lagos, claimed that he would clinch the Grammys this year. In sport, French striker Karim Benzema has reportedly been left out on Al Ittihad's mid-season training camp. He failed to report for duty as he's held back by a cyclone in Mauritius.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
Zambian Health Minister Sylvia Masebo says the country is implementing a ban on funerals. This comes as Zambia faces a severe cholera outbreak with 351 reported deaths and nearly 9,000 active cases, making it one of the worst outbreaks in years. Now that's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Supreme Court has reserved judgment in the Rivers State governorship election case. Rivers State House of Assembly is to screen 9 resigned commissioners. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has replied his detractors. Police are investigating the killing of a CDC chairman in Mbushimini community. On foreign scenes, Zambian health authorities have implemented funeral ban as cholera outbreak worsens. The news was edited by Constance Mega. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Ife Chukwumoyeli. Many thanks for listening.